Yes, it's been a while since a big tree video, but at last, after a very long time, I've actually got a big tree. And I've just got my little GoPro friend there all set up. I'm going to turn him on in a minute, and hopefully he stays up the tree this time. The situation is that this is a lone poplar, very tall, standing in the middle of a busy riding school, so they're worried about it dropping branches or blowing over. I jumped at the chance to do a big tree, as they don't come very often, and I'm getting steadily more confident, but there's still a lot to learn, time to be made up here and there, and generally put myself under the microscope to troubleshoot and improve my skills. We're coming up on a new year now, and I'm psyching myself up to meet the challenge head on. The business is more or less where I want it now. The little red Ford Ranger is getting a tidy up, and I've just ordered some new rigging kit. There's not a lot of big expensive kit I need now, so there's no reason not to hit the ground running this year. I use the 201 with a quarter pitch micro chain on a 14-inch bar. I want to get it a longer bar, and I've been seeing that some people running 20-inch Panthers on them. It's pushing it a bit, but I'm tempted. I reckon 18 would be perfect, but it looks like they jumped straight from 16 to 20. The 20-inch looks better suited to a souped up 200T than a 201. I must resist the urge to spend money. Overall, my rope management has come a long way since when I started. I used to be a tangled mess, but it might even be a bit OCD now. I must work on speeding it up, but maintain my level of tidiness. Messy ropes are a dangerous frustration, and rope management is a good area to concentrate on always improving. When rigging, it's super important to know where your ropes are, and to keep climbing and rigging systems on opposite sides of the tree. I always make sure that my rope tails aren't in the way of the rigging, and I'll always say that the simpler system is better. More complexity adds risk. By sliding the saw back and forth, I'm checking that I don't get stuck. Also, my rope is redirected behind that branch for the back cut, so I can escape if the butt end comes up at me. As much as I love my spikes, a high anchor makes me feel a lot better. This is a pretty standard after lunch ascent technique for me. Zigzag floating at about head height off an adjustable bridge so I can easily tend slack. Lanyard round the tree so I can use my legs. I don't want a long rope climb to be any harder than it has to be. I've been told to be wary of poplars. That being said, I was impressed by how this tree of tight unions held up, though I may have been overcautious about shock loading. 10 feet below my anchor, the union is pretty tight. Big bulging ears on either side, and a little pool of brown, smelly water in the fork. With it there below me, reminding me of its existence, it was hard to summon the courage for aggressive negative rigging. I had ratchet straps in the truck, so I could have tied the fork together for peace of mind. In hindsight, it probably would have been smart.
can pull it over now.
That's actually going.
Okay.
Give it a, yeah.